Good morning. It is currently 10:45 a.m. on Saturday, August 1st, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So I had a dream last night that I was pulling too quickly into a parking spot in a grocery store parking lot. And I bumped up, hit a telephone pole that was on, the parking spot was up against, and I bumped into it maybe 4 or 5 miles per hour. Not enough to do a whole lot of serious damage to my car, but enough to make me go, oh shit. But then the telephone pole, apparently, even though it was not enough to do serious damage to my car in the dream, the telephone pole then fell backwards and did some damage to my car, but also two more cars that way, and serious damage. And so it's kind of nonsensical. For example, the parking lot to the grocery store, I think, is the grocery store that my family used to go to when I was a kid. And just the nonsense of me going, boom, oh no, and then the whole telephone pole just falling over. But then I kind of woke up, and I'm thinking, wait, that didn't happen, right? That was a dream? How can I find out if it really happened? And then I go to the filing cabinet, and I'm looking through records trying to figure out, wait, did that happen? Did that happen, or was it a dream? And then I actually woke up and said, hey, I don't have a filing cabinet. I also mysteriously have the hey man, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. I have that song stuck in my head. That came out of nowhere. I think that probably just started because Luna was barking or something, and I said, hey now. That's enough sometimes. So last night, I watched for the first time the movie Wet Hot American Summer. And it is not a porn title if anyone is not familiar with that movie, although you could certainly imagine a porn movie being made with that name. Not a coincidence, I don't think. Anyway, it's a comedy instead. It is a 2001 comedy that has achieved cult status that I had never actually seen, but Netflix has recently decided to do an original series prequel to it. And first of all, the idea that the new movie stars all of the same people and is intended to be a prequel that takes place 3 months prior to the movie. And they just, no acknowledgement that everybody's 15 years older. Yeah. That's kind of funny. I just like that in concept. The movie is interesting. I don't know what I expected it to be, actually. It takes place at a summer camp, and you could call it a parody of summer camp movies, but parody is almost not quite the right word. It certainly lampoons many of the tropes, but it's almost more like they just take the plot of a summer camp movie and use it as a skeleton to hang various semi-improvised sketches on. Although, from what I understand, they were actually not super improvised. They were, they were scripted prior to shooting. But so just a lot of really goofy stuff happens. Some of it is played almost completely straight, like it's just a summer camp movie. And some of it has really weird stuff going on, like a talking can of vegetables and Skylab And yeah, so it's basically kind of making fun of like early 80s summer camp movies, which is a weirdly specific genre to parody, but hey, you know what? It worked. I thought it was pretty darn funny. It has a lot of funny people in it. Michael Ian Black, Michael Showalter, Paul Rudd, and Janine Garofalo. Trying to think who else I remember. But anyway, the movie's really good. And then now there's a TV series, which, as previously mentioned, is being made 14 years later with all the same cast. And it is a prequel intended to be taking place 3 months prior to the movie. The movie takes place on the last day of camp, and this is the first day of camp. It starts, and no acknowledgement at all. I watched the first couple of episodes of the show. It's also fun. So, both movie and first few episodes of the show so far. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.